So today, I'm sharing 9 assets you need in your corner before 2030. Not 50 random ideas, just the ones that matter most. The ones that could completely shift your financial future if you start now. Number 1. Productive real estate. Real estate has been one of the most reliable wealth-building tools for centuries, but not all properties are equal. The key is owning productive real estate, assets that generate steady cash flow while also appreciating in value. This isn't about buying a home you live in, it's about rental properties, multifamily units, or even small commercial spaces that can bring in income month after month. By 2030, urban migration and remote work trends will reshape where people live and work. Cities that are currently undervalued might see huge growth as infrastructure improves. At the same time, certain overpriced areas could stagnate. Doing your homework now, looking at job growth, population trends, and local development can help you spot markets with the biggest upside. Think about it this way. A single property with a stable tenant can cover your mortgage, your expenses, and still leave you with positive cash flow. Over time, that cash flow compounds because rents tend to rise with inflation. Plus, property owners benefit from tax advantages like depreciation and expense deductions, which keep more money in your pocket. The earlier you start, the more time you have to ride out market dips and watch your property's value grow. By 2030, that could mean having a fully paid off asset that continues to generate income, or at least one with significant equity you can leverage for other investments. Real estate is not just a shelter. It's a wealth engine if you choose the right type. Number 2, dividend-paying stocks. While real estate gives you physical ownership, dividend-paying stocks give you a piece of profitable companies, along with regular income just for holding them. These aren't speculative, high-risk plays. We're talking about established businesses that have been paying and increasing their dividends for decades. Think companies like Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, or Procter & Gamble. Dividends are powerful because they offer 2 streams of growth: the stock price itself and the cash payouts you receive. You can choose to take that cash and spend it, or you can reinvest it to buy more shares, which then pay even more dividends. A compounding cycle that can be life-changing over time. By 2030, the difference between someone who started reinvesting dividends today and someone who waited even 3 years could be massive. This is because of how exponential growth works. Even small payouts become significant when they're consistently reinvested. Another advantage? Dividend-paying stocks tend to be more stable during market downturns. Investors flock to companies with a history of reliable payouts, which can cushion the blow when markets get volatile. That's why these stocks are often called sleep well at night investments. They work quietly in the background while you live your life. If you're strategic, you can build a dividend portfolio that covers a portion or even all of your living expenses by 2030. Imagine having your electricity bill, your groceries, or even your rent paid for by the companies you own. That's not just money in the bank, that's freedom. Number 3. Precious metals. Gold and silver might sound old-fashioned compared to stocks or real estate, but they've held their value for thousands of years. They're not there to make you rich overnight. They're there to protect your wealth when everything else feels shaky. Think of them as financial insurance. During times of inflation, currency devaluation, or political instability, precious metals often rise in value because people trust them more than paper money. If you look at history, whenever major economies have gone through crises, gold has been the safe haven people run to. You don't have to store heavy bars in a safe at home unless you want to. You can invest through gold ETFs, mining stocks, or even reputable bullion vault services. The goal is to have a portion of your portfolio, maybe 5 to 10%, in precious metals, so you're not fully exposed to the ups and downs of paper assets. By 2030, the global economy could see new currencies, shifts in trade power, or even more rapid inflation cycles. Precious metals give you stability in that uncertainty. They're not glamorous, but they're the anchor that keeps your portfolio steady when other investments swing wildly. And here's the key. Don't try to time buying gold or silver perfectly. Just accumulate a little over time. That way, you're not betting on price movements. You're simply building a safety net that will be there when you need it most. Number 4. Intellectual property. Most people think of assets as physical things, houses, stocks, gold, but intellectual property can be one of the most powerful assets you own because it keeps generating income long after you've done the work. This could be anything from writing a book, creating music, designing software, or inventing a product. Once it's out in the world, you can license it, sell rights, or earn royalties whenever it's used. Unlike physical assets, intellectual property isn't limited by geography or even time. Someone in another country could be buying your product while you're asleep. The rise of AI, global e-commerce, and digital media has made it easier than ever to create and distribute intellectual property. By 2030, we'll likely see even more ways to monetize ideas. Things like blockchain-verified ownership, new licensing marketplaces, and micro-royalty systems where you get paid instantly every time your work is used. The beauty is that once you create something valuable, it can keep paying you for years, even decades. Think about the songwriter who still earns royalties from a hit they wrote 20 years ago, or a programmer whose software is used by millions and brings in licensing fees every month. If you start building intellectual property now, you could have a portfolio of creative assets by 2030 that pays you without you needing to trade time for money. That's the kind of leverage that can completely change your lifestyle.
Number 5. Index funds and ETFs. If picking individual stocks feels overwhelming, index funds and ETFs can be your best friend. Instead of betting on one company, you're buying a basket of companies all at once. This spreads your risk and keeps you from losing sleep if one business stumbles. An index fund might track the S&P 500, which means you instantly own pieces of 500 of the biggest companies in America. ETFs work similarly, but can be more flexible, covering everything from tech stocks to emerging markets. The beauty of both is that they're simple, cost-effective, and historically strong performers over the long run. By 2030, the global economy will likely have seen multiple market ups and downs. History shows that broad, diversified investments tend to ride out those storms and keep growing. If you start now and consistently add money, you'll benefit from dollar-cost averaging, buying shares at both high and low prices, which smooths out your cost over time. The other advantage is low fees. Many index funds and ETFs have expense ratios close to zero, meaning more of your money stays invested. Over years, that difference compounds significantly. For example, avoiding just a 1% annual fee could mean tens of thousands more in your account by 2030. This isn't about getting rich quickly. It's about quietly building a foundation of wealth that compounds while you focus on your life. You set it, you add to it regularly, and you let time do its work. Number 6. A profitable side.
The hook. Most people think wealth is a lucky break. It's not. Wealth is a system of automated assets that work while you sleep. If you don't find a way to make money while you're offline, you will work until the day you die. Today, we are breaking down the pillars of financial sovereignty that the elite use to stay free. Pillar 1 and 2, the stock market giants. First, index funds and ETFs. Instead of gambling on a single stock, you buy the whole market. It's the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it strategy that lets the top companies in the world build your fortune for you. Second, dividend-paying stocks. This is the closest thing to a digital paycheck. You own a piece of a profitable company, and in return, they send you a share of the profits every quarter. It's passive income in its purest form. Pillar 3 and 4. The assets of the elite. Third, productive real estate. We aren't just talking about owning a house. We are talking about assets that generate monthly cash flow. Whether it's residential or commercial, land is the one thing they aren't making any more of. Fourth, intellectual property. In the digital age, your ideas are currency. Books, courses, patents, and software. Once you create it, you can sell it 1,000,000 times with zero extra effort. This is how you decouple your income from your time. Fifth, precious metals.
Gold and silver aren't just jewelry, they are the ultimate.
Pillar 5, and the wealth mindset. Fifth, precious metals. Gold and silver aren't just jewelry. They are the ultimate insurance policy against inflation. While fiat currencies lose value, physical assets hold their ground. True freedom isn't about having a high salary. It's about having a portfolio that makes your salary irrelevant. You don't need to be a genius to start, but you do need to start to be a genius at the wealth game. The call to action. Stop being a consumer and start being an owner. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more powerful videos.